You know how sometimes you hear a song and one line just completely stops you in your tracks? Well, today we're diving deep into a modern love song, not really for the music, but for its amazing, super creative language. We're going to see how just a few simple words can paint this huge, complex picture of desire.
And it kicks off right here. I mean, forget about poetry and flowers. This is love in the 21st century. The singer isn't just, a little distracted. His whole system, his code, is glitching out because she's around. It is just the perfect metaphor for when someone walks into your life and just turns everything upside down.
So, yeah, that gives us our first key term, the buggy bug. And the important thing here is this isn't a problem he wants to fix. It's a glitch he actually seems to be, enjoying. This one line really sets the stage for the whole thing. It's unexpected, it's chaotic, but it's also completely captivating. And this little digital disruption? Oh, we're just getting started.
Okay, so from the world of computers and code, the song completely shifts gears. We're jumping from the sterile, air-conditioned office right into the wild, into something way more primal. We're talking about nature's oldest game, the chase.
Now check out the dynamic here. He says, I am the thief, and she is the thief. This isn't some one-sided thing, right? It's not predator and prey. It's this thrilling, exciting dance between two equals, where they're both trying to steal the other's heart. And then the metaphor evolves again, and it gets even more beautiful. It's not a game of thieves anymore. Now it's the courtship ritual of a peacock and a peahen. And what does that suggest? That their connection isn't just some fun chase. It's natural. It's meant to be. It's just the way things are supposed to be. He's putting on this big display, all for her.
And here's the punchline to this whole section. It's such a clever play on words. In India, there's a famous slogan, Dil Maange more, which means the heart wants more. But he just adds one little syllable, ni, and it becomes Dil Maange Morni, which means the heart wants the peahen. So his desire isn't just for more of anything, it is specifically and only for her.
So you have this faded, natural connection, but it feels so intense that it's almost, too much. It's so overwhelming that the song completely pivots again. We're leaving the natural world and walking into a doctor's office. This attraction is no longer a choice, it's being framed as an uncontrollable medical condition, like an illness that's just taken over. The song is basically asking, is this actual love, or do I need to call an ambulance? The feeling is so powerful that he describes it like his body is breaking down. He's lost all control, like a patient just listing off symptoms to a doctor. Let's look at the patient's chart, shall we? The symptoms are pretty clear. She isn't giving him a fever. She is the fever. All the heat, the confusion. He even says she's his liver, which is fascinating. It's like she's both the thing making him feel intoxicated and the organ that has to process it all. So, what's the diagnosis? A severe case of love.
And this goes way beyond just being clever with words. It taps into this long, long history in art and poetry where intense love is described as a kind of madness or a sickness, something that just robs you of your sanity. This isn't something he can just think his way out of. It's a condition. It has infected him right down to his core.
All right, so let's recap. We've had technology, we've had nature, we've had medicine. What could possibly be next? Oh, right, physics! The song now shifts to the fundamental chemistry between them, and it uses this really powerful metaphor of opposite elements coming together.
So simple, right? But it's incredibly effective. He's cold ice, he's solid, stable, maybe even a little bit rigid or predictable. But her? She's steam, all energy, expansive, and totally transformative. It's the classic opposites attract, but described with this elemental physical force.
Just think about that contrast for a second. Ice represents structure, stillness. Steam is pure freedom and energy. So what happens when these two meet? Well, you get a reaction, you get change, you get water, maybe life, or, maybe a big explosion.
And that's really the heart of it. Their dynamic isn't supposed to be peaceful and calm. It's defined by all this potential energy. This is not a relaxing kind of love. It's volatile, it's exciting, and yeah, it's probably pretty unstable. But it promises to change absolutely everything. So this brings us to our final section, where all of these different metaphors we've talked about really culminate. We're about to see just how deep this bug, this fever, this chemical reaction actually goes, because it's no longer just a part of his life anymore. It is his life.
There's literally no escape.
Even when his conscious mind shuts down for the night and he goes to sleep, she's still there, completely taking over his dreams.
And it's in the most mundane parts of his day, too, like eating. She's not just part of the meal, she's the absolute best part of it, the cream. She makes everything better.
So, the conclusion here is, it's undeniable. Her influence is total. It's not 50%, it's not even 99%. We are talking about a complete 100% takeover of his entire existence. And this right here really brings it all home. That buggy code back at the office, the peacock's dance in his heart, the fever running through his body, every single metaphor has been building to this one point. Her arrival didn't just add something new to his life, it has completely rewritten it from the ground up.
And so that leaves us with one final, pretty provocative question. We've just broken down all this incredibly creative language that describes an all-consuming desire. But a desire this intense, it's walking a really fine line, isn't it? Is this a beautiful, sweeping, passionate romance, or is it something closer to a dangerous obsession? The song never gives us the answer. And maybe that's the whole point.